check.
Oh, no, not again. You can checkmate next move.
Well observed.
Captain?
Yes, Adam?
Sir, I have something to report.
Well?
You're not going to believe it, sir.
How can I know until you tell me what it is?
Well, we seem to be running into a fog.
A fog in outer space?
Reverse course, Adam. I'll be right up.
Right, sir.
Come on, Tina.
Still there, sir, but now it seems to be raining. Upward, sir.
Maximum thrust, all motors. Similar conditions all around us.
20% power loss, sir.
Losing speed rapidly, Captain.
I don't need instruments to tell me that. Carl, check outside humidity.
Affirmative.
Feed in manual and automatic double action.
Humidity readings already off scale.
This should have been reported before.
Cannot report what was not there. Rapid condensation occurred 10 seconds ago.
10 seconds? We've got to get this ship out of here.
All motors have seized up, sir. What happens now? What do we do, sir?
I will tell you what to do.
Who's that?
It is I, Neptunus, who speak. I apologize for not appearing to you before, but it took me some time to find your frequency. However, with that minor difficulty now solved, we can have our chat.
I suppose it would be superfluous to ask if you're responsible for these conditions.
It would be the question of a fool, and you do not look to me like a fool.
What do you want, Neptunus?
Captain, your ship is surrounded by water. Your engines are immobilized. You are helpless. I call upon you to surrender the Phoenix immediately.
The year 2500 AD, the Phoenix 5. The crew, Captain Roke, Ensign Adam Hargraves, Cadet Tina Kubrick, and their computeroid Carl. Their mission, to patrol the outer galaxies for Earth space control, to maintain peace, and to capture Zodian, the humanoid, who with the aid of his computers Alpha and Zeta, endeavors to become dictator of outer space.
All systems check out as being overloaded with humidity, Adam. Have you tried to get through to Earth Space Control yet?
I left the emergency call on permanent automatic SOS, sir. But my guess is that no transmission could get through this amount of water.
Just like an old-time shipwreck. All we can do is wait and see what that fellow Neptunus wants.
I wonder why he went off transmit so suddenly.
Got a feeling it won't be long before we find out. Take over here, Ensign. Let me know immediately anything happens. I'm going out.
Right, sir. Carl, report to control deck. Carl, report to control deck.
Affirmative. I'm proceeding control deck slowly. Own circuits under humidity saturation.
Adam, launch marine rescue satellite.
On its way, sir. That was no rocket firing, that was an explosion. Carl, check satellite bay immediately and return.
Affirmative.
I've made the radio probes. There's nothing but water for miles, right out of the range of our equipment. What was that explosion? It nearly knocked me over.
Marine rescue rocket jammed in the tube. I expect Carl's checking.
Well, anybody care for a swim?
I hope we won't have to. As long as the ship stays airtight, we're safe.
I'm going aft to see the captain.
Water pressure prevented rocket leaving tube.
What an impossible situation. Miles deep in water, and we can't even see the bottom yet.
Atmosphere of new dimension in water terms. Memory banks do not compute.
Can you draw out the ship, Carl?
Affirmative. In time.
Well, that's something. We can operate the Phoenix like a submarine and sail out of here.
How long do you think this will will last, sir.
Difficult to say, Tina. But let's take it from the facts we know.
Well, I can't even understand why it happened.
Frankly, neither can I. We've somehow steered into a planet of a kind we've never seen before. A planet composed almost entirely of water. This fellow Neptunus not only has the ability to tune in on our communication frequency, but also to stop our engines. Why?
He's trying to destroy us.
Destroy us? No, he could have done it a long time ago. So why didn't he? I think he wants us for something or other.
I can't imagine what.
Ensign to captain, ensign to captain.
Go ahead, Adam.
Neptunus is back and asking for you, sir.
Be right with you.
I mean no disrespect to you, my boy, but you must understand, I can only treat with the top man.
Here I am.
Ah, Captain.
What do you want?
Well, whom have I the pleasure of addressing?
My name is Roke.
Captain Roke, an honor, sir. I expect you are wondering what this is all about.
First, you'll explain your criminal act of piracy.
Not so fast, Captain. Allow me to present my credentials first. I am Neptunus, and I am speaking to you from the planetoid of the same name. A planetoid which, incidentally, I created.
This is man-made, this planetoid of water?
You throw water into space, and what happens?
Forms into a round drop. Weightless. Elementary physics.
This drop is a bit large for my physics books.
That is what they said.
They?
One or two other ships strayed into my process. They died very quickly. Yours is doing very well.
How does this process work?
Atomic humidification. From vacuum, fog to rain, and so forth. And then back to square one. The whole process in reverse. Only next time, it's bigger.
Thank you for the scientific explanation. I now order you to release my ship.
Not so fast, Captain. Do you think I went to all this trouble for one conversation, no matter how pleasant? I need your help.
Help? What kind of help?
That we shall discuss when I see you here in my headquarters. I see you are perplexed. Don't worry about getting here. Simply put on your spacesuit, step out of your ship, and float. I'll make sure you get here. Until then, goodbye, Captain.
What are you going to do, sir?
Do I have a choice?
You sleep while we work.
Oh, beautiful feeling. You were saying?
While you slept, the Phoenix flew into the Neptunus planetoid.
While it was evolving. Let's have a look at it.
What a pity we can't see Roke's face. As for Neptunus, he's a fool. Look at his silly blob of water.
But Roke isn't a fool, unfortunately.
They stopped to investigate the fog. Some fog.
Well?
Captain Roke was immobilized.
Really? This is very interesting. Neptunus plans a little game, eh? But why Roke? Why not some other misguided spaceship? He's got nothing against Roke. Must be another reason. Of course!
The flood sequence.
For the first time on Zebulon 9, it's going to rain. One big drop of green water.
I repeat, flood sequence. That records as danger.
Nonsense. He's a fool if he tries to flood me. But if Neptunus can use his fog as a trap, I can catch two fish with the same bait. The Phoenix and Neptunus.
Airlock clear to enter. Captain Roke.
Now look here.
You're safe. I was quite worried about you.
Neptunus.
It is customary for visitors to salute me on entry.
It is not customary to steal spaceships, especially the Phoenix 5.
I do what I like. A remarkable ship, they tell me. I am sorry it won't work now.
Is it possible to escape from this planetoid?
Next time I program an evaporation sequence, I could drop you off into space.
That's too long to wait.
Do sit down, Captain. We have much to discuss.
Earth Space Control must be notified immediately.
Sorry. Our low-frequency signals won't reach as far as Earth.
Why did the Phoenix motors fail?
Oh, that. It's very simple. I just press these buttons. Oh, in a special sequence, of course.
Then program them back into sequence.
I do nothing until I am ready. Power. That is all I dream of. Power, a bigger planetoid, and revenge.
Revenge?
Once we were a smaller, happier place. And then we went into orbit around Zebula 9. Zodian attacked us and killed all my people. I was lucky.
What started the fight?
Zodian, I am no dictator, but I'll be conqueror this time, with your ship and my planetoid.
That depends on the terms.
There are no terms. You will do as I say.
And you will act according to the law.
You will never find your ship.
I'll take that chance.
How will you find it?
You need me. You won't let me die.
You won't die by my hands, but by Zodian's. While you were on your way here, I put us into a closer orbit to Zebula 9.
It's in range. Give me progress on laser heat elements.
All in sequence.
Missiles with chemical additive, full loaded and programmed to fire.
Very important, that additive. It's the chemicals that make the water boil at twice re-entry heat, but the secret is it won't evaporate as steam.
I could sound the note of warning.
Don't waste your time.
Your plan could backfire.
I am not listening to you, Zeta. Ready, Alpha?
All missiles in launch position.
Zeta?
Ready? I can talk and work at the same time.
Oh, we all know that, don't we, Alpha? Fire 1. Fire 2.
Carl, check damage control and report.
Affirmative. Captain to Phoenix. Captain to Phoenix.
Come in, sir.
Adam, any damage to report?
Not yet, sir.
You see, there isn't one program in Zodian's mind I cannot read.
He's throwing missiles at the Phoenix while she's a sitting duck.
Not quite. I'd say he's trying to have a big boil-up.
No damage, sir. But outside water temperature is increasing at rate 5.
I must return to my ship. What is the outside temperature?
1,000 degrees and building. So you see, there's no way you can return to your ship in safety.
Report, Adam.
Outside temperature 2,000. Increasing beyond re-entry heat. One of the missiles exploded near the ship.
Are all freezing elements switched on?
Yes, sir. All except the Galaxy Garden. It failed to respond. Tina's checking it out now.
The skin of the ship can't take much more. Check on Tina.
Tina, action report Galaxy Garden.
I've been in once, and I think I repaired the circuits, but the heat drove me out. I'll try again. Adam, program freeze elements into the garden. We may save it in time.
Inform the captain that Tina's now in sickbay and I think she's going to be all right. And tell him that the temperature in sickbay is now heat wave level.
Will relay report immediate.
Message received, Carl. You've remarkably good insulation in here. It's not even hot.
Thank you. Better than the Phoenix. I had foreseen this attempt.
Attempt? This is an attack. What kind of insulation do you use anyway?
A special kind of seaweed. Another of my little experiments.
Why didn't you tell me this before?
I wanted to see how much heat your ship could take.
It's taken enough already. Do something about it.
I will do nothing until I am ready. You cannot do this to me, not to Neptunus.
Can't I? We'll see what I can do. Take another step and I'll throw you through the airlock. That's better now. Stay that way.
No! You pressed the wrong button and you could destroy my planetoid.
Precisely. And possibly free the Phoenix. The argument is academic.
You are wonderful, Captain. You can step aside. I wasn't testing your ship, but you.
Program the sequence, please, and free the Phoenix motors at the same time.
Your ship will be covered and cool in a matter of seconds, and your motors will be free to run when you return.
I fainted, didn't I?
Mm-hmm. Just like a woman.
Oh, it's so cold.
Yeah, seems like it. We're back to normal.
We won't be back to normal until we're out of this watery mess. I better check the garden.
Don't you think you should check the relays first to see if you're all right?
Too bad if I'm not.
All your circuits are wrong. It's impossible. Neptunus should be building up to the heat of a hydrogen bomb by now.
Our combined sensor circuits do not agree with your theory. Interior of Phoenix is back to normal readings.
And the water?
It's cooling rapidly.
Obviously, Neptunus has safety measures built for such an emergency.
Your plan? To program my planetoid to splash down on Zodian's sector.
And where will you be?
Well, it's really a question of where you will be. You see, at the crucial moment, I shall eject myself into space.
And we pick you up.
Precisely. I will tell you where that will be and at what time later.
You're in Earth space-controlled galaxies now. We'll cooperate, but Phoenix is in command.
But this is my moment for revenge.
If you let your anger boil up and explode, you could drive yourself into a fatal error. You're not fit to command.
Well, I suppose I can wait for another time when we orbit Zebula 9. But how many years will that take? It's Zodian. He's planning his next move.
Of course. From hot to cold. Extreme cold. A planetoid of ice.
Have you a program to stop your planet from freezing?
Of course I have. I think of everything.
It sounds like an alarm sequence to me.
It is. It means we'll be lucky to reach the Phoenix in time. My anti-freeze units have malfunctioned.
Well, Neptunus, now you'll obey my orders.
Yes, I will, but hurry.
Aim your planetoid into Zodian sector.
I will, but hurry. If you freeze to death, our plan will be ruined.
Welcome back, sir.
Thank you. Heat from the dyno reactors is clearing the scanners.
Holding on idling power.
Try a lay beam first. Wide. If we don't get out of here soon, we'll be doomed to an icy tomb. Program forward burning retro rockets 1/2 power, dyno reactors to 1/3.
We're to remain almost stationary, sir?
Yes, standby retros 1 and 2, dyno reactors 1/2 power. In sequence, now.
It's working, sir.
Cut motors and listen.
All skin areas.
The ice, sir.
Yes, it's moving. We carve a comparatively small hole and the rest of the ice magnifies into fractures a mile long. Perhaps more. 1/3 ahead.
Well, those outcrops of ice could rip us apart.
Obviously, we need something more. Tina, stand by beam on full mag.
Is it safe, Captain?
No, it's not safe. Beam on full mag. Now.
It's melting fast, sir.
Not fast enough. Stand by destructor.
Destructor? Yes, sir.
Steady on 000.
Yes, sir. 000.
Fire now. Cut all motors.
No sounds.
There will be. Listen.
Captain, my nav console reads a clearing ahead.
See it with your eyes, Tina.
Really, the stars up there?
Not there yet. We could hit a jagged out.
Jokes, Adam. Program 1/2 power dyno reactors. 1/2 thrust rocket boosters.
In sequence and waiting.
The tunnel is closing.
Change power to maximum thrust. All emergency motors now. Cut rockets. We made it in time.
Clever, Captain. You made it, I see.
We'll fire laser rays to defreeze the ice over your laboratory. You can eject with safety.
Thank you very much, Captain.
You know the procedure. Stand by to take him aboard. Then prepare to land on Zebula 9.
Yes, sir.
First a blob of water, then a ball of ice on a course with Zebula 9.
It is programmed for us.
Rubbish. No one can come into my laboratory. I have the best shielding in all the galaxies. No one can find me. And what about the heat of re-entry?
What about it?
The hardest of metals melts on re-entry, especially coming into Zebula 9. That ice ball will melt in the first 5 seconds.
Then start counting. It's on re-entry curve now.
It should be melting faster than that.
It will be water. In time.
How long?
Oh, long before it hits our laboratory.
Melt, you hear me? Melt.
Remember the chemical forces of heat energy you fired into the planetoid to raise the heat level above that of re-entry?
That program failed.
But it will make this one succeed.
The water won't evaporate. It will get hotter and hotter, and then
We will be flooded.
Interesting. The heat of the water would even melt the rocks above us and then slowly seep into the cave.
can't you think of anything cheerful to say?
Yes. You could be destroyed, but Alpha and I will survive. Isn't that nice, Alpha?
Very.
At least my exit door will hold back the water. All is safe and secure. But this is impossible. My protective shielding, it's being destroyed. The water's stopped. I can get the metal to repair my shield. They've got to be quick to catch Zodian.
It's possible, Zodian, we might even miss you in the outer galaxies. Zodian's cave no longer exists, sir, and Neptunus is resting in our quarters.
He will be welcome.
Aren't you afraid I might escape?
Not this time, Zodian, nor any other time during your life. You should see the reception we have waiting for you down here. As for the crew of the Phoenix, they can rest during their flight home.
Rest, sir?
All available ships on space patrol are converging on the Phoenix.
But we're quite capable of bringing Zodian home, sir.
Well, this time, let us say it's more an escort of honor. A job well done.
On behalf of the crew, thank you, sir.